Hello. Good morning, friends. This is Jeff Arcos. Today is Thursday, is the 12th of the 12th, 2019. And this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider the term and condition before you continue, saying when you're receiving this recording as well. Thank God to another day into my life, and I pray His blessings to the in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, and the news size, we do have some Swiss now. Today at night time is going to be the Brexit vote, and that could cause a bit hassle. I have disconnected everything, um, and yeah, so I need to disconnect everything anyway because I don't want to take the risk of anything that could happen, and yeah, so we'll see it that way. Okay. And be a little bit with my throat playing up. Then, yeah, the euro has all this news today. After that, 3:30 we have the Canadian. Somebody speaks at that time. All right, let's look what happened yesterday with that. I have some things that I need to review as well. And where are you, Kide? Yesterday was Wednesday. We have 2 full chats. So Australia US was one of the first one we look, and we oh my goodness, my throat is not in good condition. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like there here this index mirror doesn't really help us much, but here the Australian is weak, the US is a bit stronger. So don't know what Australia did against that against let's put Australia in. Nope, just went up. So that's one of the benefits to make sure to be the trade below to that level. So the nothing has happened. So that's cool. We eliminate that. Then so I put a trade, with that one there, and euro yen, beautiful setup. Yen is weak, euro is strong. There it is. Euro is up. Yen is maybe in the same direction, but less number. Beautiful, sort of an ABC setup. Beautiful candle. 3 candles reversal, and there we are. All right. Um, and it did trigger. So this one is once we know is triggered by less than 1 hour. So that's the stop loss there. So nothing we can do with it. Second day, we'll see. Nothing more we can say. If I want to save a little bit more, maybe just that would be all the midline, but that should be fine. Then we did have the Euro US. Beautiful ABC set up, everything in place, ready to take off. In the Euro USD, da. So that was no brainer. So now that's my stop loss. Can maybe move to there, break even, and that's it. So that was quite good. Then last one, it was Euro Canadian. As it comes there, it hits over here. Canadian is 1, Euro is 24, and I just like it where it was placing there. If even I draw trend lines, whatever. The Euro Canadian It did not get triggered, so it went the other way around. And there it is. So this one we disconnected, and we did okay on the daily setup. All right. So now I don't want to spend much time in on a daily time frame. I think you're gonna change the whole course of these webinars and this thing, basic on the weekly kind of close strategy. They are very good. Once the other E8 is in place, I think it's gonna be a very something, something good. Avoid whipsaw is very important into to the life of everyone. So we try to look even even if we look in here alone, and we try to find every week something here, and if we just follow just that alone, let's say we only want to trade, we pick a currency that is volatile, and I see the screen blank. Okay, oh, here it is. What about there? You should have tell me before. I've been 6 minutes running. Oh no. All right. You were in the computer when I was talking? No. Ah, you should have told me. I was talking. Anyway, so I reviewed the four currencies for the daily, but yeah. So I was just saying that that I really is going to change the whole um workshop, the everything that we do in I want to change in the way that of that um, on the weekly kind of close. Now, if you're looking for example, let's look at currency. So if just here, just looking this what happened every week, to that. If we're looking, for example, this from this week to this week is green, isn't it? So from here was red, everything was red, but the following week was green. But here maybe it was not yet that there, but the next week everything was there. The midline is changing, the donching is changing, the color is changing, and look what it is. Just looking like that. Now, if we're looking in here, I could say, okay, last week it was green, double top. Now it's red, support, we can resist and don't and everything trade, and I trade from here, you know. And remember, we're using this in the 40. Yeah, the 20 can be a bit tricky, but the 40 definitely will sort everything out from there in that moment over here. Let's see, for example, this change um, from this week to this week, and if you're looking right over there, um, yeah, me too, Richard. I think it, uh, even the daily, I find myself, because in the daily we find a lot of setups, and we can invent a lot of support resistance, and it can come up with a lot of a lot of other things, isn't it? Right? So the weekly is different. The weekly is just, today actually I have my family from London. I was showing then that um my video from the 2013 about the weekly candle close, and say, my goodness, now how easy it was just to look in the weekly candle close strategy, you know. And anyway, but now looking through here, this is what it really come up at quite incredible. Uh, the the things is looking the shifting, looking when this is becomes like this one, for example, what is that telling us over here? And here we can become and say, oh, look, no, this is support, this is resisting, and we can come up with a lot of, and it's nice 2 3 weeks 4 weeks, looking like that. We can do a lot of stuff through there, there anyway. So this is another week. Look, if by that time we are already in a break even, isn't it? So what is there? But it's just to hunting these magic weeks when everything became. Now look just here. You pick one currency. You pick just week by week, and everything is in your eyes right there. What the weekly selling trade, right here. What the weekly selling trade, maybe a loss, right there, maybe, you know. So if we're looking by the Wednesday there, look where we are already. How things have shifting completely before the breakup over there. Here, maybe there, you know, maybe here, you see, and then nothing happened, and then maybe there, and there it is. So it's just really the best way, with this with the new EA that hopefully one day is gonna be finished. Um, we can really have an incredible results. It was here. It was here. It was here. Logs. There you are. Now, what I want to bring is where are you? Where are you? King. That's one here. That, for example, what I want to get here, the, there could be, yeah. The, my old, 2016, I tried to find the other years, but I don't know where I've been there. So that's finished 2016 in December, somewhere there, all right? Now, if I look over here, here in this week, and it will give you the same reading, so right over there, look what I moved here, right on the 12th of the 12th, 2016, which it will be 19, 18, 17, 16. That's what I was working on already. And if I looked at 12, 12, 10, and 12, 12, there it is. So now need to go back over here where we can find it there. That's 2018, 2017, 2016. There we are. So let me put it over there. 12, 12, 12, 12. Now we look, the pound has a drop, and look where it is there. So, and the index meter can actually warn us something wrong is going over there. And we can start getting prepared for everything. Mm, And that is the run. Pound yen. Now, in that time, you see, pound is still strong against the yen. So we're looking somewhere else. Euro pound, still neutral. Pound Australia, that's better. And if we look in the entry, nothing happened. Pound Canadian, yep, possible. And what happened? Nothing happened. So that's the beauty of that. Pound New Zealand, come over there, and nothing happened. So as we see, we can be, that one doesn't look that good, but anyway. So it seems like if we're looking here in the meter just continue to drop. I don't have the data for that. I really would wish that could have never stopped, continue with that, even if I do the other ones, and I cannot recover the data from there anyway. But it seems like the market was continue going down. So if we're looking another week down, and then continue looking over there, nothing with that one, nothing with that one, nothing with that one. So it seems like it took 2 or 3 weeks before we have anything running over there and pound US is there. So the pound US was running okay, but one more week in the 25th, so we don't know what happened there. So then we start looking, now the market has one momentum behind. So the pound is weak, the euro is strong, and that's where the direction is going. Pound Australia start topping up, ready to go the direction that we see it. Pound Canadian, look at that. Pound New Zealand, start getting ready from there it is, and pound Swiss, and there we are. Even that's a nice week in the set. So that's really what is coming all about up here. What happened my other side? I have. Oh well, I don't need it anyway. Um, but things like that. Now let's look for example at this there. What happened, through all this time is was down, suddenly bang jumps over there in the 7th of November 2016. So we're looking over there, that's the 6th. So we need to move a little bit over there. And one of the good things that if you come in over here and you want to look in this and here, what number was the 216? Oh, and if I look 216, 216 it was here. Okay, so and we look at the pound. It's the pound. No, it's 220. Oh, 226 it was. That's the one. So that it is. So now here, we can see, okay, at the moment, maybe the pound New Zealand would be no good idea, but the pound Australia definitely looks tentative. The euro pound definitely looks in a quite good shape over there. Pound US, you maybe yes. Pound Swiss, pound Canadian, pound yen, and then we can see all of these beauty there. So we look at that and we say, yep, that's the pound Swiss. So look how beautiful would it match up. Maybe not this one yet. One more week more, and look, pound New Zealand still going quite okay. This one was better. Pound Canadian, right on. Why is 1102 1039? That's better. And yeah, so that's there. Pound Australia, big volatility. Euro pound, maybe not yet. Um, Pound yen, mm, pound US. So we look in the from the 7th of November, things has to start changing, and the following week was even continuing his strength. So then for that moment on, we can concentrate over and over and over and over and over and have these nice long moves, isn't it? And yeah, so now the euro pound is there. Sometimes, some currencies will match up the first week, and the rest of if the strength continue in the same direction, the rest will be the there, and then everything, uh, look at that and get it from there. Okay. Then we look in the history of this, and we look in maybe through here we already see some kind of, the market went just being bullish, 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 bullish. But that week on September the 12th, things start getting there. Now, how is going to help me the other index meter? The other index meter is going to help me that very simple. For example, if we're looking at this one here, um, and if I look, for example, this week over there, New Zealand over there. So wow, look at the New Zealand there is a strong. So it come out over there, and then I want to be looking that. But what happened with the New Zealand? This is already gone 1, 2, 3 weeks. So I might be, as yesterday we said, might be looking over there. So what I want in this is the first week that I see the shifting. This is where I want to jump. The pound. We look at the pound over there, and the same. Look, the pound is being quite strong, from the 14th of October, and it's maybe went down here, up, down, and then now it's going sideways from that moment. So looking the US, and look, the US is the first week down. So that's what now I'm gonna put my eyes in this currency, because it's been, 1 week there and suddenly got down. And what happened with the US crosses? So the euro is jumping up, the pound is jumping up. So there's the answer for our, all our headaches. Just focusing on this beautiful daily and looking there. And Richard, I was trying to get, the index meter, tried to change the numbers. So, it will go from the 4 to here, there, from here to there, strike, from here to here, from here to there, from here to there. So once a week I have an sort of weekly line chart, but it, I, it was a lot of mess. I couldn't do it. All right. So this is how it's going to help me this to identify when I have to put my eyes in the first week. Things are turning around, and there we are. So for example, this week Canadian is, last week it was up, this week is down. And that could be, quite interesting, setup for the Canadian. So then, when I start looking all around there, and say, yeah, that's quite nice setups. Here maybe was not that clear, and look how it's horrific it's going. The euro, it has not really, a direction. This one does. The US does. So that's how I wanted, for me to help me. So pick over here. So the 12th of September, and we're moving this to the 10, 16. So that must be somewhere over there. Now, unfortunately, I cannot, in the 4 hours, I cannot go any more further down from there. Don't know why. So I cannot do the testing from there. So we're looking here. We say it over there. Um, we're looking all the pound. We saw that there is some suspicious about this. Is already running quite heavy, the pound from that level. You know, so maybe with the U.S. crosses, what's running that one there from here. Then pound yen already running quite heavy. Now that's October. This has to be September. So that's what it is. Something is not right. There, it makes sense now. But then I cannot go with this one. It will go. Yeah, I don't know why I cannot. The data doesn't allow me to go from there. The only thing I can do here is maybe to go to the daily, but yes, yeah, I don't know. The daily allow me to go, but not here. It is bound, yeah. There we are. Yeah, the only problem here, you know, that we cannot. But look, that how how about you reckon, Richard? There, it's just the even if we fell, a lot of, like I said, people say what groups trade USD and I like because of the correlation to one another. But if someone wants the pound group or the euro group, pick one group, and from there goes and flows. Don't pick all the groups, because that's no good idea. But how many opportunities we can find there, over and over again just by following something very simple. Look, you know, even if we try to trade, that's why the 4 hours with the 40, it really helps me, to tomorrow is going to be good to see the results of the weekly, you know, chats that we saw and how the EA will manage. That's what actually going to make sure um, talk to this guy because of that. Um, and then we look in the euro pound. Come on, Richard, what you reckon that is? That is good as gold. Yeah. It's definitely something here that not many people looking. And the more I'm looking now, too, the daily really. I always say the small time frame will follow what the big time frame does, isn't it? And I think this is the way. Can't see any other way that we can consistency have this one running, is it? It's just the best combination ever over there. Look over there. Even by that point, I'm know that I should not be putting other position over there because of what the index meter sustain, what the other ones already is running, quite heavy. Maybe the commodities are in agreement about holding those ones there, which is fine, but the other ones didn't. Come on, Richard, tell me something there. Is that a good strategy? Just to let the problem with the people, and is with the weekly candle closes that they think they live in too much the bottom, and I believe the weekly candle closes what it fits exactly. Leaving the 20% at the top, the 20% at the bottom of any rank, and just pick what is in the middle. I think if we can be happy with that. If the 60 in the middle does not make us happy, I don't know what would it be. What do you reckon, Richard? It is some kind of magic. Took my glasses off, can't see nothing. And yeah, So we look in the pound was still, even the next week. Now it's interesting to see, the Australian, Canadian, New Zealand didn't do really much, and it's because maybe that time it was, some discrepancy. Uh, and actually they were in a good position that, yeah, but never mind. But if we look in the following week, it was continue coming down, so we know that the 19, um, by the 19 over there, it was down. Now, if we're looking now the pound Australian, look at that, right, spot on there. Mm? I think even the dailies stop losses would be quite safe, you know, um, there to put it that way. Then, oh my goodness, look, pound Canadian. Let's see, we got a bid back again. Everything is possible. Pound New Zealand, yeah, that was already running. Look at that. So that's what I find that that by looking these and we're picking as I said, I always love these two pairs. If I look the U.S. and the yen, that normally they tend to go in the same direction together. There are some movements up, but just by looking these two groups and from there depart, and as I said, I love this one because every time the pound US go one way, the pound yen just follow. Every time the pound yen go up, the pound US will follow as well. Not all the time, but this is the biggest correlation. So with that one, we can see, over and over and over again what we can do. For example, we're coming a week like this and look I would not be looking this one because this is already has been running from there. We have to get the week that change, and that is the week that we need to put our effort in there, isn't it? Because that's when the money is on the first week that turns around. So if this is the US on the 14th of November 2016, um, November, here it is. We were in the wrong. So 14th of November 2016. We got over there and we look in the dollar and look at which we're not changing the weekly candle close anymore. Now, another good thing with this one is that um uh, 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 um yeah, especially with the EAs, the Donchen EA we have now, even with the one we do have. But with the other one, they're coming, that the will. My goodness, the potentials are getting incredible there. So it's gonna be an incredible. So we can decide. I'm happy, in every run, 100 pips, 50% off, and the rest, whatever God gives. We can increment in, so much stuff there that is ridiculous over there. And then, there we are. 20% of the bottom is not yours. All right. 20% of the top is not yours. That's for the Lord's. So we leave it for the Lord what is the Lord and give it to the Forex what is Forex. And then the rest is for us. And that's it. So here what this one was maybe not yet late, but look at that. Even if you just follow the rejection points, still the things that we can do from that point on, is just out of the planet. Look, I would be happy to move my final stop loss there, no problem, and get whatever, we can get of it here. Poof, my goodness, look at that. All right, so that would be, something good to really look, then it's just scary, really, what we can do and achieve, and that's what because remember that moment they both were in opposite direction, so we can trade that, that way so nicely, so excellent over there. For example, if we look in that one more before I go, um, the yen, well, the yen actually has been coming from here, it's so the yen has a very long run. Even from that moment, I would be looking cautiously, in the October the 3rd, which is there, and that's October the 3rd. And if I look the all the yen pairs from that moment over there, so the yen, um, the yen has already top up and now it's turning around, so it's coming weaker. The yen, and there it is. The yen is weak, and it was such a nice run. Even the train line trader put it over there and monitoring through here, doing the daily time frame alone. Yeah. Euro yen, look, even for 1 week's sake, still a good trade. Pound yen, that's the beauty. Nothing happening about there, isn't it? So we just stay away. Australian yen, bingo. Even at the beginning of the day, we can say, yeah, I'm trading about this level over there, and that's it. 100 pips will be all the time. This one maybe would be a stop out there, but very sure would be a smaller stop at the end of the day. Canadian yen, and there it is, Canadian yen. Swiss yen, my goodness. What also we needed, Richard? We're gonna need a bigger bucket to put the profits. All right. But yeah, that's definitely something that, I believe the daily is too way noisy. Yes. You know, try to pick the daily, I believe is try to pick the 20% at the top and 20% at the bottom. That's what I believe it is. We need to leave that one there and leave this, this simple way. The opportunities are just unbelievable. They are everywhere for this to be. Such a simple system, but very powerful to look. All right, I finished with that. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. And cheers and bye. Bye, Richard.